Nothing like a good hand wash in the morning. Alright, day 2 of the super outbreak situation. Yesterday was a bit reckless of us to explore the center because that's probably the most likely place to get infected. Hopefully we did not get infected, but who the fuck knows. But today we'll explore activities that you can practice safely, maybe not so safely, but that's the point of exploration. So if you want to know what you can do in the coming days, months, weeks, okay, the order was wrong here, years, decades, aeons, well, okay. So let's see what we can do today. Stay safe. Now, one very safe activity might be to just stay in your car and don't go out anywhere. This might be quite a good solution, but not a very interesting one, at least not for long. But a very important note here is that you should keep your windows and doors closed all the time. Unlike this person here, who is openly exposing himself or herself, I don't know, to possible infections, because there might be people who just walk up to the window and cough right in. What then? What then, huh? Well, anyways, let's try to explore some more interesting activities that could be done safely. Day 2 of the coronavirus outbreak is pretty surprising, as you can see on the roads. The surprising element is that it's sunny and warm, which is very, very unlikely in Norway, so it's probably due to the virus. Alright, so following the recommendations of the government people, you should not attend any concerts or anything because there isn't any, so just enjoy the beauty of nature. Well, that's what we're gonna try to do now, but it looks already impossible. The parking lot is as filled up as it is when it's skiing time, when it's not. So, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so one thing to do during these trying times is to appreciate the beauty of nature. Now, do appreciate nature, but in a responsible way. So, what does that mean in our case? Not touching stuff. Or should we touch stuff? Let's see, for example, with ice. Should we touch ice? Well, probably not here, because this area is often visited by tourists and locals alike, so they might have infected the ice already, and it doesn't make too much sense to touch the ice anyways, so I recommend not to do that. But you can try walking on it, because after all it's spring already in Norway. That means you can still walk on the ice. Oh. Maybe not. Okay, don't do that either, but you can throw ice around and crash it on the other ice. That sounds like a fun idea, but in order to practice this safely, we have to find areas where there are less people. So let's try to do that. Another activity you might want to try is run up small hills. This is such a small hill that it's just a piece of rock, but anyways, let's try it. Yay! Alright, so the authorities already have a plan apparently. The plan is to gather up all the coronavirus and the coronavirus infected people, place them on this road and drive over them with this machinery. That way you can 100% guaranteed get rid of all the coronavirus problems in your country. the plan has several implementation problems, but the government is working on that, and we can be sure that Anna Solberg will find a solution to that, right? Right. The coronavirus definitely had a huge impact on the life above water surface, but did it have any impact at all below water? Now we find out. Nature has found its own solutions to the coronavirus problem. Take ants, for instance. Ants usually build huge hives to live their everyday lives around it and in it. But in times of viral outbreaks, it can also serve as a very efficient quarantine. The method they use is to just not come out. And that's it. And people don't bother them at all because ants. So unless a corona infected dog pisses on the hive, they should be pretty safe. But do we have any cases of infected dogs in Norway? That's something we don't know, or do we? Well, it's for you to find out. Another interesting question: can you touch snow? Well, maybe, maybe not. But the good thing about snow is that if you check it out closer, you can see if it has been touched before or not. Okay, maybe not this type of snow because it's mostly ice by now. But let's assume that this area here, it has not been touched by any humans and hasn't been stepped on by any humans. Here, some animal steps are visible. So maybe if the animal that walked here and was infected, then the virus can potentially just jump from this area to this area. But let's assume that this is not scientifically correct. And as logic dictates, if I touch this piece of snow here, I should be safe. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah. Another thing you might want to touch is soil. I'm very fond of earth and soil in general, but still, the surface of the soil might still give you some viral infection. So, a smart thing to do here is to dig a bit deeper into the soil, because the virus tends to stick to the surface. So if you just, like, okay, let's take this area for instance. This might be infected, but if you just go and dig a bit deeper, like this area is probably safe to enjoy, and it's really soft and mushy. Yeah. Very good soil. It appears that the people of Norway have taken the recommendations of the government quite seriously. If you look at that area, it's full of people. Normally, during this time of the day, this time of the year, there would be no one there. Maybe some animals and maybe some lonely coronavirus cells or something, but not people. But now, it's an insanity. So my recommendation is, don't stick to the plan. Shit, no, maybe this is anti-government propaganda. No, okay, do whatever they say. So, but this just destroys the whole thing, or does it? We have to go deeper into the woods to find out. Let's go. Ice walking. It's a typical tradition of the Norwegian people. It has been practiced over thousands of years and it still doesn't go out of fashion. As you can see, all the tracks here, people have been practicing ice walking very recently, and it was probably not a very safe project to be implemented, but still we're not gonna do that though, do we? No? Okay, well, let's fuck it. No. Okay, a little ice on. My cameraman Sigmund will have me dead by the end of the day probably. But yeah, okay, let's do it. Oh, yeah, well. Well, nothing to be scared of at all, right? How to avoid coronavirus and die of other causes. That should be the title of the video probably. Oh, it's alright.
Nothing special. It's okay.
Nothing special. Beautiful view on the lake. Yeah. Or is it beautiful? Yeah, okay. Mediocre, maybe. Anyways, let's go. Waterfalls. Are they safe or not? Well, let's assume that this is a lake of coronavirus. Like, that it just consists of corona. Well, then it's probably not safe to touch the water coming. But since it's still sort of winter here in Norway, okay, they call it spring, the rest of the world calls it ice age. Probably the ice has not penetrated the lake deep down, even though if some infected people might have walked on the surface. So we attempt now to touch the water coming from the waterfall. Okay, I think I succeeded. It's this might be lake water. But when it comes to metallic surfaces, watch out for that though, because that can hold the virus alive. It doesn't hold the virus alive, the virus holds itself alive on it for up to 3 days. At least on steel. I don't know about iron, but steel, yes. Copper, a few hours, and plastic 3 days as well. And dogs, God knows. Let's run! Still, even in the woods, we can observe some interesting signs. For example, this person, unknowingly or not, might not just carry woods, but corona with himself. Does he carry the corona on his body, on his vehicle, or on the woods? That's a good question, but anything and everything is possible in this case. So the sign in this particular instance says, don't touch the guy who's driving the tractor with the woods, because that might be dangerous too. And don't even touch the sign, because I think it's made of, is it plastic? Plastic, yeah. 3 days, gentlemen and ladies. 3 days is what the coronavirus can spend on this surface, just enjoying Norwegian summer or spring or winter or whatever the fuck time of the year it is. So yeah, let's proceed. This is not very coronavirus related, but there is ice up on the planks above water or like ice level or something. It from the surface it almost looks like a spider web or something, but if you take a closer look you can see that there are different layers of ice here, which is very interesting for us at least. For you it's probably boring. Let's go touch it. Motherfucker! Could this tree have been assassinated by the coronavirus? Well, it's right by the road, so people can interact with it. Dogs can interact with it, or anybody can interact with it who just passes by. So it is quite possible, however unlikely, that this tree has been killed by the virus. We don't count the 3 victims of this outbreak, unfortunately, so we have no data on that. I don't know. Well, this might not be the coronavirus, but it certainly works as a corona, a crown jewel for this piece of stone. So appreciate the beauty of nature even in trying times, people. Oh shit! Pyramids. Are they a myth or reality? Well, in Egypt they certainly are a reality, but up to this point I didn't know that they were a reality in Norway as well. Check out this beautiful pyramid here. It's made of stone.
Martin, I'm sorry to interrupt, but as an art historian, this is China and this is Corona.
Oi.
This is a spaceship. They're coming for us.
So other than appreciating the beauty of nature, you can add some additional factors into the pleasure of your day, which is, you know, appreciating the nature in the company of a nice beer. And can you guess what type of beer it's gonna be? Well, Blanc. Walk, 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 walk. No, it's not Corona. It's nothing at all like that. Alright, cheers. So now we have beautiful nature and surroundings, we have beers, and this should be sufficient for an average Scandinavian person to enjoy themselves. But not for me, because I need also music. And unbeknownst to the surroundings of me, they don't need that. Oh, fine, wrong way, sorry. Now it's gonna be way better. This is the Corona Blues. Learn it, and if you have any cover songs, cover versions of it, then just feel free to send the link or comment it in the comments below or whatever. Thank you for enjoying this fantastic piece of music. Alright, conclusion for day 2. Nature should be somewhat safe to enjoy, but don't touch all the stuff recklessly, not because it might be infectious, but because it doesn't make any sense at all. Thanks for watching, and stay safe, stay away from people, stay away from the virus, and subscribe to this channel. Hi. Okay, bye.